Hey folks, this is Dave Smith at Correctional Officer Lifestyle. It is day 3 of 2024. It is January the 3rd, 2024. I go back to work tomorrow, but today was trying at best. I was going to try to enjoy my last day of not having to go in and just try to really relax and veg out and not do much of nothing, but my dad needed help, and that was more important than vegging out and not doing nothing. And seeing as how I am being the best version of myself that I can be, going and helping my dad was of vital importance, and I went ahead and did that. That being said, I do look forward to going back to work tomorrow. I am going to take some advice from a couple of wardens that I spoke to recently. I say recently, within the past year. And one of them, he says that conflict ignored is conflict multiplied. And the other says you have to address conflict. You have to have difficult, uncomfortable, yet necessary conversations with people. And I don't know how on earth I ever came to be the person that avoids conflict. Here I am, a 30-year veteran of the Department of Corrections, talking about I'm the guy that avoids conflict. I'm the guy that avoids conflict with staff. I am that guy. And that may or may not have something to do with me not being promoted to major. I'm not entirely sure. Like I say, I put it in God's hands. If God wants me to be a major, I'll be a major. If he wants me to retire a captain, I'll retire a captain. Whatever door God opens, I'm going to walk through it. Whatever door he closes, I'm going to walk away from it. So that's just the way it is. But I am going to start the new year off with having these difficult yet necessary conversations, not in a bad way, not going into the conversation with animosity in my heart and trying to belittle the person and tear them down. And I don't want a difficult conversation to turn into an ass chewing. Pardon me. That's what I'm trying to avoid doing, is the Alpha Charlie. I don't want to do an Alpha Charlie every time I talk to one of my staff. So there it is. That's how I plan on starting the new year. I've got several people that have turned calling in sick into a habit. I have a couple of people that have turned calling in sick into an art form. They've gotten real good at it. So that's where I'm going to start with these difficult but necessary conversations. I'm going to find out what's really going on with them, what we can do as an institution to help them, what we can do as an agency to help them, and if it's something like what I'm going through with my dad, then we have tools to help these people. I am still taking Simon Sinek's advice and stating that leadership is the ability to help those around me, and that's how I'm going to do it. We do have FMLA, the Family Medical Leave Act, and we also have the EAP, the Employee Assistance Program, which I wish my people would quit using EAP as a joke. It's not a joke. I've used it. It's a great tool. It's a great resource to help officers that are having a problem. And I wish they would stop claiming EAP because I'm making them work somewhere they don't want to work or something silly like that. And they laugh it off like it's nothing, but it's really not nothing, okay? There's going to be some changes coming up, and it all boils down to having difficult but necessary conversations with people. So that's where I'm at. Folks, that's all I got for this video. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You want to see more, hit the bell for notifications when I post new videos, and comments. Leave me some comments. And as always, there's no place for domestic violence. Remember 1-800-799-SAFE, 1-800-799-7233. That's domestic violence hotline. The people at the other end of that phone call have the tools, abilities, resources, and are willing to help the victims of domestic violence. If you know the aggressor in a domestic violence incident, say something to somebody. The worst thing you can do is nothing. And if you are the aggressor in a domestic violence situation, then there's help for you too. The first thing you got to do is ask for it. Or first thing you got to do is admit that you need it. Second thing you got to do is ask for it. Because if you don't admit that you need it, asking for help is a moot point. That's all I got. This is David Smith, Correctional Officer Lifestyle. I'll see you on the next video.